Hello, everyone. My topic today is about Andy Griffin, a stranger in town. As a kid, my parents watched a lot of Andy Griffin. As I began to watch the show, I noticed that Andy had a hidden jewel of wisdom in every episode. I enjoyed this episode of the Andy Griffin Show. In this episode, Ed Sawyer of New York City arrived in town of Mayberry. He exited off the bus. He was given directions to the barber shop where Floyd the barber cut hair. Floyd was the local barber of Mayberry. He entered the shop and greeted Andy, Barney, and Floyd by their name, causing all three to stand there just bewildered, trying to figure out who's this stranger. Mr. Sawyer, the stranger, came to Mayberry to buy a local gas station that was for sale. He began greeting the town people and talking to the people as if he has known them for a lifetime. Like when he met the lady with the twins. He announced the kids' names. He was able to identify them. The twins' name was Robert and William. So later, he attempted to meet Lucy. He uh, he just announced that he was in love with her. He just thought that she was all these fantastic things rolled up into one. During their encounter at the sheriff's office, Lucy had come to the sheriff's office to file charges against Ed, saying that he was um, harassing her, knocking on her door, coming to her house unannounced. So Andy took the opportunity to go ahead and introduce her and him because he had just confessed his love for her. He was like, he's in love with her. He loves everything about her. So Andy says, well, do you know her? He never met her. So in the sheriff's office, he was just like overly anxious and weird acting when he met Lucy. The townspeople, they were puzzled and confused about how a total stranger should know so much about the townspeople of Mayberry. Many thought that he was a spy, that he was from another planet. They just couldn't put their finger on how is it that somebody can get off a bus, don't know nobody in town, but yet still have all the information about everyone in the town. He knew about the accident at the hotel where somebody fell off the second or third story room. So he changed his room. He just knew about a lot of things, and that just puzzles people. And nowadays, it would puzzle people too to be concerned about a total stranger um, coming into their lives and then being filled in with all the personal information that they have. So Andy, he was able to talk with Ed and discovered that he was in the military. He was in the military with a former townsman named Joe Larson. He and Joe served together, and when Joe talked about Mayberry, it just seemed like the perfect place. It was the perfect fit. He was from New York City, and he seemed like he was tired of the hustle and bustle. So when he would listen to Joe talk about Mayberry and the people, he was like, this is it. This is the place that I want to be. Excuse me. So he decided that when he saw that the garage was for sale, he decided to come to town, buy that garage, and settle down in Mayberry. So while in service, he subscribed to the newspaper, the local Mayberry newspaper, and he read up on the town's activities and the town's people, and he was just fascinated about Joe's stories. Andy, with his hidden wisdom, he got the people to understand that Ed was a nice guy. The nice guy that moved just a little too fast to get adapted into a new community. He got the people to see that Ed just wanted to make Mayberry home. And people are not really tuned to changes. People are scared of the unknown. And so once Andy explained to the people what had happened, they were all willing to welcome him in and help him to become a new member of the community. Thank you.